It's been a very successful year for Florida rapper Kodak Black. His career has taken off in a big way. He had his biggest hit to date yet, which was Tunnel Vision. He's released two successful projects this year, Painting Pictures and Project Baby 2. And then one of the biggest songs of the year, and definitely the song of the summer, Bodak Yellow, was A, named for him, and B, used his flow from No Flocking and was kind of a tribute to him in a way, and a tribute to that flow. So he's kind of maintained this cultural relevance throughout the year that a lot of other rappers in the new school haven't been able to capture. But the thing about his career is that it's always been plagued by legal troubles, and just when things seem to be taking off for him, he's always pulled back down by a new charge. Earlier this year, he returned to prison because he violated his probation, and then we're learning now that he might have more legal troubles coming up in the near future. So he's apparently today been indicted by a Florence County grand jury on charges of first-degree criminal sexual conduct from last November. And the Florence County Sheriff's Office incident report says the assault happened back in February while Kodak was in Florence for a show at the Treasure City nightclub. So we've heard of this, and it was apparently dismissed as there was not enough evidence, but I guess it's coming back now that he's accused of sexually assaulting a teenage girl who first reported it to her school nurse in Richland County. And I believe this was the same case that she had a bite mark, and that was her evidence of the assault. And the school resource officer got involved and made the Florence County Sheriff's Office aware of the allegations. So this is kind of snowballed from there. And the report says that Kodak sexually assaulted this girl at the Comfort Inn and Suites in Florence County. And he was released from the Florence County Detention Center Thursday, December 1st of last year on a $100,000 bond. And we thought that was the end of the case and that we weren't going to be seeing more of this, but it has come back. And Clemens, who is the 12th Circuit solicitor, the judge here, said other bond conditions for Kodak are that he can't comment on the allegations against him by way of print, electronic, digital, or social media. So don't be looking at Kodak's Twitter or his Instagram expecting any kind of comment on this, because that can only come back to bite him when the case actually goes to trial. And if he violates the terms of this bond order, his bond could be revoked. And there's no word on when the trial date will be, but if he is convicted, he faces up to 30 years in prison, not only because of the gravity of the crime itself, but because of his priors. And in the past, he's definitely had very good legal representation, and he's been able to beat a series of cases that looked like they were going to totally halt his career and send him away to prison for a long time. And each time he's kind of somehow miraculously been able to get out on house arrest or some other technicality. And even when he violated the terms of his house arrest and had to go back to prison this year, he was somehow able to beat that and just kind of get on extended probation and not have to return to jail. So it seems like the details of this case haven't really been made public yet, and I think that is because of the inclusion of a minor, and especially because we're not going to get the name of the victim, and we're not going to get explicit details surrounding the case. So there's not much to say at this point, but it's just to be made aware of the fact that Kodak's legal troubles aren't over yet. And even though he was released on probation earlier this year from jail, he's not scot-free apparently, because he still has this case hanging over his head, and we're still not sure which way it's going to go. So for more updates, be sure to check back to the Local Savage YouTube channel. This has been Local Savage News, signing off.
That's what I thought you said. Now let me offer this as a rebuttal.